Hey, what up? It's your boy ASWayZ, and this is the ASWayZ Show, episode 95. Thank you for watching. It's much appreciated. Now, when you think of the word Friday, you immediately think party and fun and loud music. Well, I decided that I was going to listen to loud music on Friday. It was during the day. It was like 12ish, and like I'm listening to this music, listening to my tunes, that hardcore gangster rap, you know how I do, and I hear a knock at the door. I thought it was the bass at first, but then the knocking got louder, and I was like, so I go out there, I go to my door, open it, I'm like, what's up? I didn't really say it like that. I was actually a little more apprehensive. I'm like, what? And then he was like, yo, you need to turn your music down, otherwise I'm gonna have the police called. And I was like, excuse me? Like, for real? Like, it's the middle of the day on Friday. Shouldn't you be at work? Now, I'm gonna listen to my music. You're not gonna call the cops, and you're gonna get off my property. Slam the door, because I was mad. I'm trying to do me, and I'm like, I'm trying to listen to my music, So I go and turn it down, don't want cops called, given my situation, it's a little scary, you know what I mean? And, but yeah, I've seen the Big Easy. I have finally seen it, and I haven't been to New Orleans. Now, this Big Easy has nothing to do with New Orleans. This Big Easy, his name is Taylor Whitaker, and, some of y'all know that. I'm sorry for if you guys have had any After Effects. She tends to set that off on other people obnoxiously. She's an obnoxious person. Believe it or not, she actually hasn't been really big all her life. She was actually skinnier. She was still ugly, but she wasn't always fat. So she ended up going from like an ugly witch to a fat bit. Well, you get the idea. So whenever you're like fishing, because I'm gonna try to relate to these country folk and like fishing and stuff. I've only been fishing once, and I caught something, but I wasn't even in the boat. My fishing pole caught something. I didn't catch nothing. I caught me a nap in the tent. That's what I caught. But in the winter, they have this thing called ice fishing, which is like the epitome of dumb for fish. You cut a hole in the ice, and you put bait in there. Fish catch onto it. I'm sorry, it just reminds me of something Taylor would do. But like, what if like we were sitting at home? Like for me, I'm sitting in this dorm room. What if a hole was cut into this roof, and like a pizza or a pot pie came down, and I grabbed it, and it snatched me up? So thank God I'm smart. Although knowing me, if it was like a pot pie or a pizza something, I'd still grab it. Pot pies are delicious, especially the chicken kind, and pizzas are also delicious, especially the supreme kind. And I was thinking, I was watching TV, and there were ads. Our Hardee's is the same thing as Carl's Jr. I was unaware, and that got me to thinking, why doesn't other companies have that? Like McDonald's, you can have like like McDaniel or MacArthur's. It's just McDonald's. I'm gonna have to talk to someone about that. So I was watching something, and it was actually on the Country Music Network. Now, I wasn't purposely watching the Country Music Network. I was on there, and I saw Larry the Cable Guy, and I immediately stopped because I thought it was Taylor. No, but they had this commercial. It's like a dating site. Now, city folk made the dating site what it is today. this is a like it was going, and it was like it was like going through scenarios and like people in the family talking about this one person who's out doing the little farm stuff, and it did that for a couple other people, and it was like farmersonly.com. It was like a dating site for country people. And I was, and in the end, it said city folk just don't get it. I'm like, no. Farmers just don't get it. City folk invented that. Farmers are following. Stuff. What? That's not offensive.
I'm country folk, Dave.
I don't give a. I'm city folk. City folk invented that stuff. I'm just saying. So. I was on Twitter, keeping up with my followers and my people that I'm following, and it was trending worldwide, and it was things ugly people shouldn't have, and that like got to me. Like you people wonder why there's so much depression going on in this world, and why people want to kill themselves, and people go emo, which I think is stupid, by the way. Really, nobody cares. I'm just kidding. I care. I'm Ace Swayze. I care about everybody. Except for Taylor. I don't care about her. But, like, it's really offensive to have something like that on, on Twitter or anything like that. I know people try to do it to make it funny. And some people were actually egging this on by saying, like, mirrors or friends that tell them that look good. And I was like, that's awful, So, I'm an avid fan of the WWE. We all know that. I was actually watching the WWE before I started this. And, they have this Be a Star program. And it's basically standing up against bullying. Well, they're at this school. The WWE Superstars were at the school. And it's like a school full of, like, 5th graders, and 4th graders, and these kids are excited. Well, a little later on, they're like showing like the kids, and these kids are taking pictures, not with a camera. These kids have like high tech, like serious phone. When I was in 5th grade, I was lucky if I had a Rodial phone, like the little, that phone. And these kids have iPhones. They're 5th graders. They don't even know how to spell iPhone. Spoiled ass kids these days. So Brittany Griner, dunked in a game a couple days ago, and then she did it the following game. And me and Brian Workman got to talking. I personally think if you're that dominant as a woman athlete, you should at least try. I know it's illegal, but you should try to get into men's basketball. And it was said she was like a man when she first was born, but her parents gave her a surgery to make her a woman so she could play women's basketball and just dominate. Like, that's like LeBron James playing a bunch of 5th graders. It's basically what it is. It's unfair. So the Tebow Manning dilemma is figured out. Manning plays for the Broncos. Tebow plays for the Jets now, and I think he's probably gonna take the starting spot over Mark Sanchez. And I had someone tell me that he wasn't gonna succeed because he's a virgin. Just because he's a virgin, he's not gonna do anything. And I was like taken back by that. Like, that's rude. So 40-year-old virgin. I know you saw the movie. He really got nowhere. He was in a bike shop. But this 20, however old he is, virgin, is in the NFL. And, like, he makes all the right decisions. He's ultimately a good guy. And, like, it would hurt me. It would, like, affect me deeply if he didn't, get far in the NFL or go to a Pro Bowl or anything. Derek Fisher plays for the Thunder. I didn't see this one coming. He was actually traded to the Rockets. But I don't know if I want to call it his ego or his personality that got to him. Basically, he wanted to play on a good team. So what he did, he didn't show up for the Rockets at all. Like, he didn't go to practices. He didn't go to games. He didn't go to team meetings. So what the Rockets did, they just eventually just dropped him, and then the Thunder picked him up on waivers. And I don't think that should be, I think there should be some kind of process, which pretty much sure what is a process. It's just a jank process. So basically, if the Heat were to trade LeBron or D Wade and they don't show up to the team because they want to be on a good team, then Boston picks them up or the Thunder pick them up. I know people get excited about that, especially here. Thunder ain't gonna win a championship this year. Who is gonna win a championship in the near future is Kansas, who plays Ohio State. I think Kentucky made it too, but who cares? They ain't gonna do squat. I'm sorry this was such a long episode. Now for the shoutouts. I know you guys waited 11 minutes for the shoutout. Here we go. Jamie Shenton, Jessica Duke, Ty Young, Samantha Townsend, Jacob McGuire, Casey Crater, Brian Wortman, Scott Anderson, Brian and Christy Stone, Megan Moody, Braden Reed, Houston Johnson, and Matt Sierra. Thank you for watching. It's your boy, Sway Z, and this was the Sway Z show. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. Deuces.